Hi everyone. I wanted to create another video to address some of the things that I didn't cover in my previous video, namely those regarding the price patterns and the holder count. As mentioned in the previous video, I want to present an objective and level-headed analysis of Million rather than shilling it as a lion or fighting it like CoffeeZilla. There have been a reversal over the Labor Day weekend, which is a great turn of events. I am hopeful that the uptrend continues. With that being said, I do want to provide a quick commentary about the price patterns. If you look at the chart, you notice that when it pumps, but the rest of the time, Million is generally trending downwards or sideways. As Million matures, I'm sure this pattern will change, but the pattern is the pattern, and that's what it's been so far. As much as I would hope for this pattern to be broken and for this to continue being an uptrend forever, I encourage everyone to be cautious after this pump because history unfortunately suggests that a dump will follow after a short period of a pump. The data that I'll be using is on Dune Analytics, and I'll provide the link below. This was an awesome website created by a user named Dolphin on Discord. The first thing I'd like to point to is the holder count and the price, and ask ourselves whether there is a correlation between the price and holder count. So in conclusion, I would say that there's a weak correlation, and let me explain why, and please listen to my explanation before quitting this video. So first, we have to look at how the share of Million is distributed. And this chart shows that the top 100 wallets, which is about 0.5% of the total holders, control about 60% of Million. So what this means is that if the top 0.5% started dumping, then even if the holder count stays the same, we will lose a significant amount of Million. The other data point I like to share is that is the overall distribution of Million. From this, we see that about 30% of the holders hold 1 or less Million, another 31% hold 1 to 5 million, and another 27% hold 5 to 50 million. So what this shows is that 90% of Million holders hold less than 10%, and conversely, the top 10% of the wallets hold 90% of Million. And finally, I like to show this chart, which was prepared by I don't know LOL on Discord, which shows some significant step increases in the holder count. So when there's a natural increase in the holder count, it's usually a steady but rough line upwards. For these step increases, it would suggest that a bunch of wallets were created spontaneously within seconds, if not minutes. And it's unclear who did this and why they did this, but since the number of wallets were in the hundreds, with about 500 or so, I would say these are unlikely airdrops, which is usually about a dozen or two, based on the number of wallet addresses that TL shares once he makes those announcements for the airdrops. I do want to note that there is a website that allows mass generation of wallets, so this could be how the individual mass generated the wallets. So those are my reasons for believing that the correlation between the holders and price is overall weak, but make no mistake that they are correlated because we do see an increase in price when we see an increase in the number of real holders. And I want to note that if we were to, take on 100 individuals, probability would suggest that 10 of those individuals will contribute more than the other 90 individuals would. So in terms of marketing efforts, it might make sense to focus on those people who are willing to make those big investments. So, before I end this video, I want to note that the holder count has been relatively stagnant and actually going a little bit down. So and this is very unfortunate because there have been some marketing milestones, including press releases, influencer campaigns, and more. So I think a big reason for this is because the FUD has not cleared yet. So the impact on marketing may be limited because when you think about it, and let's say you're a new user thinking of investing in some million, you're probably going to do a Google search, and what do you see? A bunch of FUD. And that's going to cause you to not invest. So I think it might be helpful to specifically address the FUD and scam allegation to clear Million's name and to increase the interest of new holders. So with that being said, there are a lot of amazing projects in the works, and I think it's just a matter of time before one of these projects succeed. And even if just one ends up succeeding, Million could end up blasting off. So I think it's just a matter of time before this goes parabolic, but it may take some time. So this is not financial advice, but I personally have diversified and hold a moderate amount of just in case it does pump. And I will probably increase that position in the coming months as as the developers have more time to develop and finalize some of their projects and see what it amounts to. So I hope this was helpful, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share this video. And I hope to see you in the next one.